Why did she fundraise off of Charlie's murder instantly? I mean, they had what? Was it the same day? Was it the same day? That's my question. I'm curious. You guys tell me. I don't remember. Was it the same day or the next day that they were sending out fundraising texts off the fact that Charlie got shot in the fucking neck?
And keep in mind, this is Erica Kirk, who's now the CEO of Turning Point USA, which is the biggest political juggernaut in American history. And she's not hurting for money. She's a multi-millionaire with crazy amounts of access to the halls of power. And you can almost justify it if she was in an impoverished state, if she was living in a tent with her children and she needed help. She's living in a $5.5 million mansion, has access to what we would consider unlimited funds. She's not hurting for cash at all, and yet they don't stop with the incessant demands for money, the pleas for money for hurting TPUSA, who's got to change the future generation. We've got a crisis. You can never let a crisis go to waste. The crisis is our leader, our thought. They even called him a thought leader. Who was it that called? Multiple people have called Charlie Kirk a thought leader. That should scare the crap out of anybody and wake you up if you're actually in the cult of personality. Thought leader? That sounds quite cultish. I don't think I want to be a part of that.
Hemorrhaging from there. You tell me. I still don't understand why she posted that creepy video of her on social media holding Charlie's hand when he was dead in the casket, trying to get clout off of his murder and his demise.
Yeah, casket cred. That is just crazy. Here, can you videotape me weeping all over the body of my dead husband so we can post this to social media? What was the goal there? What was the purpose there, other than to show people that you are psychologically maladjusted? That's just a crazy. Do you know anybody? Have you ever known anybody who would dare do such a thing?
Look at the pyrotechnics and why they make that shit look like WrestleMania and why they act like that's normal. It was supposed to be a fucking funeral. It was supposed to be a solemn thing. Why did she immediately take over Charlie's position at TPUSA? Why are there videos of her crying where you see there are absolutely no tears? It's 100% proven there are no tears. Why is she hopping in front of every single camera? Bottom line is, it was the case, when everybody came at me, it was the case that about half the internet was talking about it and joking about it, and I posted an edgy joke about it, right? But now...
Yeah, well, anyway, the bottom line is, why is Erica Kirk lying about her dating past? And if she's going to lie about something that anybody can look up and find out she's lying, if she's lying about that, what else is she lying about? What else is she and the people at TPUSA covering up? And why is it they're so fervent in promoting the government's official story? Leave your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Please help do that, because it does help out with the algorithm. If you want to support this channel, you can do it for free. Just like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon. Remember, the government...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
Hello, people of the world watching videos that have to do with cars. Welcome to my 1990 Honda CRX SI Restoration Series, which you can see is now in bare metal. And in the previous video, I discovered this thing was hiding some body damage that I didn't see when I bought it. 第14幕裸の殻 Look at that. Shapes. A little bit of plastic and a 4-post lift, and you got an instant body working shop. A little bit of lighting in here. Yeah? Yeah? Pretty underwhelming, right? Go get the job done. I mean, it's like 2 feet maybe, and that's all I need to keep the metal debris from getting all over the shop. So as you can see, I got a bulk of the car down to bare metal now thanks to the Whistle Biscuit, but there are still some areas that have paint, and the consistency is still rather spotty. These are just little bits of sealer. Not to mention horrendous sand scratches from when this car was previously repainted. Like, they used a brick almost. But I know you guys came here to see one thing, and that is progress get made. So, without further ado, let's get to work. Before I coat the bare metal in epoxy, I'm giving everything an 80 grit scratch. Now I'm going over it fairly quickly, not enough to remove any appreciable material, but just enough to give it an even, consistent scratch, so that way I can see where my high and low spots are to metal work prior to doing any paint. Now typically any body damage, specifically low spots, are filled with body fillers, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. However, I feel the more time consuming and slightly more proper way of doing things is to actually work the metal back into position as it was when it was stamped from the factory, which is a lot harder to do and why most people don't go this route. And you can also overwork the metal as well and make a mess of things if you don't know what you're doing. In this case, it's going to be challenging because the metal has already been worked previously at some point in time in this car's life. My hands are pulsating so fast right now, I feel like I'm holding fiberglass insulation, but there's nothing in my hands. So you're probably not wondering right now why I would do this, and the reason why is, oh yeah, much better, way more consistent, and you'll probably see that is the damage that was hiding on the car. A dent that was repaired. See how much easier of a starting point it is to identify my high and low spots now that I got the same tooth on my metal? For those of you that live in climates that have harsh winters that use road salt, I know right now you're saying don't complain, and I know, I agree. I grew up in New Hampshire. I'd much rather deal with a dent than rust. Back in they go. You ever notice no matter how much PPE you wear, whenever you work with metal, that night when you wash your face, it smells like a nosebleed tastes. Oh, that is bad. That's like 0 grit scratches. What I do think, though, is it was redone sometime in the early to mid-90s based on the body working techniques and materials they use. A good paint job is all in the prep work, and that prep work starts all the way down to the bare metal, because these scratches, if I were to leave them, it's going to create shrink back as the sealer and primer kind of settles in there and shrinks back. So the more I knock out now, the easier everything else will be. And for those of you watching right now in wet places, you're probably wondering about flash rusting and the fact that this entire car now is bare metal. And I live in a region of the world where your nose hairs couldn't actually spontaneously combust while you sleep because it's so dry.
This upper corner had some filler on it, like it had a tiny ding right here. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel it'd be better to metal work it. I'm not a forensic scientist, but I think I know why that back window on this car was shattered out at one point in time. It's like something whacked it. What if this was in a tornado or something?
It did say on the record it's spent some time in El Paso, Texas, and the rest of the time in New Mexico. And you get tornadoes very rarely, I would imagine, if you live there, or some. It's a possibility.
This is a pretty tricky contour to get the DA. I have a fairly firm interface pad. How about that right there? That works. I can't really get up inside these crevices very well, so I'll have to use a different tool for that, but do as best as I can. And this is a good example. I can use it as a guide to the other side to see where I need to do with the bodywork. I've been chewing through this paper, this 80 grit, using like 2 or 3 discs per panel.
Yep. Sandpaper is not just sandpaper, and you get what you pay for when it comes to it.
The thing keeps sucking the plastic into the intake of my breathing apparatus. It starts getting really hot and sweaty, and then I realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado.
Yeah, that ain't saying a whole lot, now, is
The
it?
highly capable Silverado 1500.
Even after removing the bulk of the paint on this car with brittle discs, it still takes about a full day's worth of the DA to get it all in the final 80 grit scratch.
Pulled it back out again. I got some dingers. That didn't sound right. How many of you watching this video were screaming in all caps lock in your head about the fact that I left that on the roof or this on the pillar? I don't know why they used this type of hardware. Maybe because people like to steal antennas in the 80s, 90s. A lot of people delete these antennas, and even though I probably will never listen to FM radio ever again, I'm not deleting it. It seems very delicate.
Are you under body or are you under electrical?
An intelligent person would have did this before taping off the inside of the car. I don't always do things ass backwards, but when I do, I make sure I film it. How do you attach? Oh, that's gonna be lovely to try to put back in. I can't see the little squirter guy. I can't tell if this thing is already broken. I mean, it was sitting in the sun. Well, it's out. I shoved a finger of an orange glove down inside there to keep the dirt from ingressing.
Had I hired a team of people to help with this process, I probably could have knocked it out all in one video.
Alright, sure.
But I prefer to do things as much myself as possible, within reason.
I think, ouch, in this pile of stuff right here should be some doodads. Everyone's got a box of doodads. Doodads. Got some baby whistle biscuits. These are like gold. This is a little red smudge pad, but on the back side, it's got this little plastic macaroni noodle looking thing. So I take this little guy right here. It's just a 90-degree air tool with a special tip that this thing just kind of spins and locks into it. It's kind of chewed up, but gets the job done. This is probably one of my favorite tools for body working. What the hell? It fell out.
The areas under the quarter glass is still all the original finish since it has never been removed or repainted under here. So you could argue this is a little excessive to remove this part, but I did it just in case there was any corrosion hiding underneath the rubber butyl that held the glass in.
That was a lot of sanding. Let's keep that shut. The butyl that was underneath the quarter glass was super thick. I tore up a bunch of the little discs trying to remove it all, but it's gone. This is why it's important to do this, because if you look right here, that's all corrosion that was starting at the lower half of the windshield by the seam sealer. The other side had it worse. You can see all the tiny little dots right there? That's not seam sealer, it's corrosion.
Yeah.
Hello, people of the internet. It's the following day. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the glass. That right there is successfully removed all of the glass from this car. The rear little shelf glass came out successful. The weather stripping is 100% intact, undamaged, and I have the original glass back there. And then I have both hatch glasses successfully removed and wrapped in towels. The windshield was the only thing that broke on removal, and I told the glass guy ahead of time before he started I didn't care about saving that because I wanted to replace it since it was all pitted. What I'm doing now is proof that I actually read your guys' comments on these videos. I'm not sure why they designed it like that. Ta-da! In order to be more time effective, I have acquired an Angel food cake to help with prep. The makeshift booth did an excellent job at collecting all the debris. It's been vacuumed up and cleaned now. Somehow take all this plastic off without basically doing why we put the plastic in there to begin with. It definitely reduced it. Probably literally wheel it right out the door. Angel's knocking off the last 10% of little edges I had left to sand whilst I practice robot massage. I can see it's got a little bit of a high ridge around the outside of it. So I'm going to try to tap the edge down first, which should hopefully push that material outward where it should be. So the inner lip of the fender right here, where typically people roll fenders for stance life, that's got a little bit of bacon to it. So rather than roll the fenders, which was kind of tempting, but I don't think it's going to be necessary with the wheel and tire I'm running on here, I'm just lightly massaging it back into place how it was from the factory. Trying to get the rest of this old dough out of these drill holes. You can see it just kind of cracking out now that I've been hammering on it. This is not Bondo, this is seam sealer. In order to pull some of these dents, it requires body shop tools. I'm not a body shop, and I'm going to go to a body shop in town and see if they'll let me borrow this. Magic, they let me borrow it. This machine is another form of paintless dent repair. However, it's a little different because if you use it, it's definitely a lot better than it was. You'll just be less the paint that you had before you did. That's way closer than it was.
Already better than it was before. There is a little high.
And there wasn't much dough over here.
I think we're good on here too.
This is what I was thinking, using the suction cup. Stick the suction cup right here, because it'll hold a big area. Hear me out, okay? Good ideas start sometimes with dumb ideas. As an attempt of desperation for lack of proper tools, let's use a GoPro magnet. Did you hear the tone changing?
Yeah. Oh shit.
It actually worked.
That did pull it right here. Damn.
My dumb ideas sometimes work out. Oh yeah, the gap closed. Yeah, that magnet for sure, fixed the back half of the head. It's low, right here. I feel like I'm going to pull right here and hit right here. Since that panel is essentially a potato chip for robots, the easiest way to figure out what's going on is going to be with guide coat, because all in 80 grit, it's kind of hard to see. The mushroom of doom. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Comparison, the other side. I can see why. It's got a curvature and it comes out, it flares towards the back. So it's naturally supposed to be low. Yeah, it's okay. So it is low over here because it has a curve like this. So it's got some shape to it. It's like flat and then it flares out. And this, even though it doesn't have the multi-tip attachment piece, should hopefully allow me to pull some of these dents better than what's on there. And then this is naturally supposed to be a little bit lower down here. So it's low right here, high here, high here. As I mentioned before, this car had been previously bodyworked, and this little area on the quarter panel, which is sandwiched between a piece of trim and a plastic side skirt, is kind of a nightmare. It has a bunch of holes that need to be filled with weld, as well as it is warped, dented, and
That was nice.
kind of thin in areas. Man, that made a world of a difference. Rather than cut it out and replace it with another piece of a car, I'm going to try my best to make do with what I got. Well, this is not bad. I think that actually fixed it. Because look, it's consistent now. Before it was like out. So you can see the slight low in the center.
That's how much curve it has. It's the following day, and before I get to something more fun, this is fun. Before leaving last night, we knocked out a couple more little dingers. That's done. Same with this one that was up above the pillar. And the only way to check this stuff is to remove the porcupine needles. I don't want to just pull and bend these off because I might just tear a hole in the metal. It's pretty thin.
Maneuver puts the vehicle in the proper launch plane.
Oh, these things fly violently.
Yes, I'm closing my eyes. Safety squints.
Oh, jeez. A file. All those grind pretty quick because they're copper. That's really good right there. It's to the point now where the deviations between the highs and the low are less than a 32nd of an inch. Like, it's so minor that it could be kind of pointless to go any further than this.
Open a whole new world of fascinating places and people for just $29.
Elad, we know that networks are evolving and they're
Do one little tiny more pull. So this right here, there's something to recall a few videos ago. I discovered that this car had reproduction aftermarket front fenders and a hood. Inside this box, via airmail from Japan, is my terrible slicing job. They look well packaged. Let's hope they made it. Now, like everything on this car, these are not sponsored. However, this is the period correct thing to do. That right there is a Sabon carbon fiber OEM style front fender. Man, this thing weighs like a pound, if that. I expected the fitment to require a little bit of massage and custom to make it perfect. I would be more shocked, though, if these actually did fit perfect, because I have never seen a carbon fiber panel for any vehicle that fits perfect right out of the box. That's not bad. I'll just barely have to do a little bit of work right here. Honestly, with these bolted down all the way, the fitment is pretty close to the aftermarket steel fenders I have for it. If you don't keep carbon fiber hoods in your bathroom, you're probably intelligent. Now, were you going to argue that carbon fiber fenders on these cars aren't much of a weight reduction? What is a carbon fiber hood. This hood literally weighs nothing. Oh yeah, these are nice. The lines are good on this. The hood is going to stay raw carbon fiber, obviously. And I got the ZC style hood. For those of you that are not aware of what ZC is, it was available in other markets, not here in the United States. It was a dual overhead cam version of the B series engine, non-VTEC. So it was an intermediate engine between the dual overhead cam B16A with VTEC and the single cam non-VTEC engine we had here in the States. I mean, I don't have this thing bolted down or lined up, but it's going to be good. In order to close up the holes from the previous body repairs, a better welder than I has arrived. Before Charlie was an engineer, he was a heavy equipment technician and a fabric cobbler. So he's got way more welding experience, and that's really thin sheet metal. So I don't want to play games and burn bigger holes and make a mess. Yeah, better you do this than me. Definitely not a hole anymore. As bad as the Celica?
It's worse because whoever did the body work here overground and over sanded it, so this whole panel, like this whole section's literally like paper thin.
Now, some of you are probably wondering right now why go through all the effort to repaint this thing the factory color and have perfect paint, and then go and throw exposed carbon fiber fenders on it. And well, some people might like that look.
I'm actually going to bodywork these and paint on body color. I didn't have the genuine Honda fenders for this car anymore anyway, and they were going to have to get bodyworked, so why not just use some carbon fiber ones and bodywork these? Yeah, I have the door on this side. I put this back. I removed it for the welding. Now I have all the carbon fiber panels installed on the nose of the car. I can see exactly what needs to be worked. The body lines aren't too bad though. Like, this is definitely workable. As far as the welding job that Charlie knocked out for me, I had to order a different style disc for the grinder so I can remove those more efficiently and not adduce a ton more heat into that panel. The welding already didn't do that enough, but it's not too warped. I just checked it. I mean, this didn't change at all, and it's still sitting on a little bit of a high spot from the weld. Over here, there's literally 20 welds that I have to take care of now, but that did not really change at all. And then that sunk in a little bit, but it's not tin canning, so that's an easy pull. But the next video you see on this car, I should be able to shoot epoxy because there's only a little bit of metal work left. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!
Even good people can do bad things if they're pushed.
Mhm. All right. All right. All right.
Today I'm turning this dirt into this ancient pottery. I'm taking my wife to her very first cliff dwelling and going to secretly make her a Christmas present from the dirt I collect. I'm going to find wild clay and fire it just like the ancients did. But here's the catch. Christmas is in 4 days, so I can't make any mistakes. So babe, I hope you like it. Hey everybody, meet my sweetheart, Kathy. We just had our 31st wedding anniversary, and I have her out here on a trail to see her first cliff dwelling. You think that? Seems crazy, doesn't it, that she would put up with me and be on a cliff dwelling expedition after anniversary time. Don't have my son here to film this time, so he's at home. It's a beautiful day, so let's cross our fingers and she's going to get to see her first look. Looks like the ledge is going to fall away here in front of us. You see it? She doesn't want to go down there, but I think she thinks we're going down this. We're not. Just in coming down to this one, coming over here to this, had to take a little bit of a roundabout route because she doesn't want to go down anything real steep, and I don't blame her. But in coming down here, there's all these little alcoves And some of them have structure in them down here.
Right.
This one even looks like it still has wood beams. And then right above it is more. And that's not even the ones we were going to. Got a little tiny hiccup right here, but we can get past it. We'll go up right here. We're right below it, I think, but I am not sure. So, behold the amazing dwelling. There's a little trail that snakes. Watch that cactus right there. It kind of snakes through here. I think you can see it right there. Some of these places are a little treacherous to get to, guys. But look at this. And what's amazing is look at that. There's one right there. And here in just a moment, I'm going to have Kathy explain to you how people got to that one. Can you believe that? Oh, no way. Babe, look over there. Do you see the snake on the wall? And the wooden posts? And the blackened ceilings? Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to show you their view from living here. They are tucked right in this canyon. From around this corner to the left, nobody knows they're here. Look at this. Oh, man, it's awesome.
My old phone carrier was reaching their hand into my wallet and just helping themselves. I like having no surprises when it comes to my cell phone bill. And with Spectrum, it saved me a ton of money.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
So blackened ceiling, first little area right here. Don't know what it would have been unless it has torn down, been torn down over time. But in there, please no hateful comments. I didn't bring a light. I wasn't really. Do you have your? Can you do your phone and shine your phone light in here so they can see? So I can see, actually. There we go. Yeah, see, we're a good team already. Charcoal, some shirt, these
Unreal.
old sticks. Don't know what they would have been for, but let's back out of here.
Wow.
can't tell you how unique this is to find these support posts here still intact. And then over here on this structure, they're still there also.
Amazing.
Lintel above this little window. Oh, is there several grinding marks over there? Cool. Now look at this. So, what are we looking at here? Let's analyze this. I'm going to step off the back of this ridge here. So you can see a wall coming out here, another structure there that probably had a wall, a connecting wall in front of it. But here you have two stories. Huh. And the amount of blackening is incredible. Look at these old timbers. There's some of them's been burnt. And a lot of what you see on the ground here in front of me is rubble from the walls that would have been here. What is going on here? Is that a snake or is that light? Huh. What do you all think this is? You have any idea, babe? What do you think this is? Oh, it does, doesn't it? It sure does. But what are these little...
Down here like a bird?
Yeah, is that some sort of bird over here?
Hands to the left.
Oh, look, here's a little bit of something maybe faded from long ago here, this white. I see a little more here above the snake. Oh, I passed up those grinding things. I'll come back and get those. Got to get these hands. Look at these handprints. Babe, can you believe literally we're talking 900 or so years ago minimum? Someone did this? Painted their hands. They look rather small too. I mean, I don't have big hands, but you can see the size difference here. I have more like bear paws.
Guys, we know that Toyotathon season is here. The magic is real and Jordan Love is proof. And now, Brock has blessed us with the Toyotathon dance.
There's a dance?
And a song.
What a fucking asshole commercial, man. Just total asshole bullshit. NFL bullshit. I'm here for a fucking car, not for your queer fucking tax dodging bullshit. How's that?
There's a photo for scale. Makes you very grateful that you live today too, doesn't it? Here's what Kathy was referring to earlier while I was over there videoing that two-story area.
Wow.
I'll check it out here in just a moment. Look at all these grinding marks. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, one on top, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One back there, 18. All right here on this one rock. I would have loved to have seen this when it was fully intact. All right. So I always like to, when I see a piece of pottery, I always like to film it because it tells us a little bit about time period. This is, so I think it's been painted black. looks to be grayware that's been painted black, corrugated, of course. And then right over here to the side, in this little crack, is another piece. We'll just lay here on the rock and get better footage of it. Certainly looks like more the color of this country. Probably the grayware that wasn't painted. So, if you knew my wife at all, you'd know that she's going to be very happy if she doesn't have food of some sort. So, she's been a trooper today. She didn't want to go down to that cliff dwelling, was a little spooked of it, but she did, and she's glad for it. So, I'm going to surprise her here with something that will make the ride home just a little bit better. So, well, I got a little surprise. Little surprise. We'll see what it is. No, it's not chocolate cake, but it is something right here. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though, until it comes. I'm not going to tell you what it is until it comes out of the fire, but see what I got to put up with, people. See what I got to put up with. There's probably a lot of truth to it, though. There we go. And there we go. I think they're probably good. Oh, man. Look at that. Ham, egg, potato, burrito, and it's hot. Was the trip worth it? What do you think of the burrito? Surprised? Good.
Hannaford Brands. Team tested quality and data proved value.
Dear Acorns, I was 19 when I got pregnant. I worked 3 jobs at once to keep us afloat. I never thought I...
So I found some nice soft dirt up here, and I'm looking for some clay. I got a tip from a friend of mine, and we're looking for some wild clay. We tried to do some ancient pottery, but never tried it before, so who knows what I'm going to get into. I know one thing for sure, you're supposed to have the right kind of clay to work with, and I didn't want to use store-bought, so let's see what we can find here. That's it right there. You see that? That's it right there. That's what he was talking about right there. Get some of this dirt off the top. Right in there. That's what I want. So this is the clay that I'm after. Look at this. Let me get my hand out of there. But this is just, it's already, you can see, turns into a ball right there. Definitely wild clay. This is from the Four Corners area, and a lot of the grayware from a lot of these sites that I visit comes from places like this right here. So I'm going to try to do some primitive pottery myself, and thought I'd get it from the source here. Look at that. Now that's a chunk of clay. All right. Oh, I'm out of breath for carrying this thing right here. Now, Miss Kathy doesn't know it, but her Christmas present is in this bag.
Good morning.
Right now, but and make her something for Christmas.
How are you?
We'll see, huh? Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
We just want to say we're 9 months into the channel. We're at like 67,000 subscribers.
67,000 in 9 months.
Before a year's up.
What do you think?
So, you
You think the next 9 months we could get 67,000?
Also, let us know any
Ay,
comments
ay,
on what
ay.
or
How's things going there?
We'd like to look at every one of them.
Okay, we're
You
back to
just
the
getting
house.
up, or you been
Kathy
working
and I's
on the
back from
horse?
our trip we just took, and I wanted to show you what we're going to do with the clay. So
Must be exhausted.
these are the clay dirt at the moment.
Who
Hopefully
must
we'll clay
be
the dirt, but
exhausted? I have
these
no
are
clue what you
we dug
mean.
up there.
You're
Here's some things we're gonna use. We got 2
exhausted.
5-gallon buckets. We
I'm
have a strainer.
exhausted.
And these are some polishing stones we
Oh,
picked
just
up while
getting
we
up.
were out there
No
that
problem.
I think will help with me.
Me, I get it. I get it.
First step here is we want to take the dirt. We're going to put it all in this 5-gallon container. So the idea is to get this covered up completely with water and diluted enough that we can mix it up and get the larger particles to settle at the bottom. Okay, obviously a little bit of a messy process, but I wish I kind of got it on film. I just sprayed myself with the hose. But
Oh,
we're gonna
isn't
take
that
all of this
lovely?
in here, and we're just gonna
Anyways,
start
good morning to you.
mixing it up. Meet Diesel.
Nothing going on here today. Kind of quiet.
By the way, you see 2 buckets? That's because Noah is going to build something also. So I needed a little bit more clay. So that's why there's 2.
Nice beadwork on top of this guy's hat.
Is straight off right there. And there's still a lot of clay in there. You can see I can work it with my hand. All right, so after that initial filter of the clay dirt material, you can see here it looks a whole lot like chocolate milk. And you have, I mean, very much like chocolate milk. So, I mean, it's kind of like a twofold purpose, right? You can just even taste like chocolate milk, too. I don't know. Maybe we can start bottling this and selling it.
A little different than all the rest. I quite affect.
You can see the clay has settled, and you have this clear water on the top. So we're going to take that water off, and then we should only have basically a wet clay. So let's see what happens.
He's trying to replicate what the old timers did. Yeah, little puppy dog watching everything.
You see some down here in the bottom. There's a lot of clay. No, buddy. There's a lot of clay down in here. Maybe it's sand. I don't know, but we're gonna. No. Don't drink it. Don't drink it, buddy. That's what's left in that bucket. Let's hang all this up in a tree. So let me see what I can come up with here. Boy, that's a lot. I mean, it doesn't. It's just got to be off the ground so it can drain. And that is that right there. So there we have it. That's all that's left in the bucket. And you can see it dripping. Yeah, that's got a lot of drying to do. So we'll see what happens.
Glass table. I don't know if I'd be
All right,
pounding
really have
on it.
no idea what I'm doing. I have watched a few videos, but what I find I'm doing is I'm getting clay everywhere. It's on the house door handle. It's on the gate door handle. So the shop door handle. Every time I need something, I have clay on my hands. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Honestly, this is, I don't know, it's probably the first or second time in my life I have ever even rolled clay. So I don't even know how I feel about this, whether I can even roll it right or not.
All right.
Okay, it's been a minute, and this needs to have a handle put on it. This pot does. Again, I've seen this done. Never tried it, but
Well, good morning to you. Been pretty quiet in here today.
When we found out we were pregnant, of course we were looking for any ways to slash deals, and Spectrum just had better deals.
That money we saved with Spectrum just added to.
We saved money with our Spectrum so much we could afford to have a baby now.
I have tried to pick this thing up, I don't know how many times, by this handle. So if you ever build something like this, remember that handle is a no-no right now. All right, while he's figuring out what to say, I am going to continue on with my cup, and we're going to make kind of a Mesa Verde black and white. Yeah, right? And so I think this is my next step. So this is just thin clay, but it's kind of white. So.
All right, hey everybody. Since Dad took Mom to go see her first cliff dwelling and he's making her a cup, I'm going to try to make a shot glass for espresso. So I'm going to try to make 2 of them, and we'll see how it turns out.
Espresso. Mormons don't drink alcohol. Mormons don't drink coffee. What are you doing, dude? You need the devil beating out of you. You're going down the wrong road. Anyway.
All right, Noah, tell us what you got here.
Well, I have a shot glass for espresso for coffee, and I got 3 coils on it right now.
I don't know. Oh, that looks very traditional. Should be in black, though.
A lot of work's went into this so far, so I can't afford to make any mistakes like this right here.
Son of a gun.
So here's my solution. Remember that part on the video where I told you that I was worried about the pot exploding? Well, here's my solution. Meet Andy Ward with Andy Ward's Ancient Pottery. Fortunately for me and Noah, Andy lives in the same town we do, so I thought instead of me getting involved in firing this pot and making a mess of things, we get the resident national, let's even call him the national expert in ancient pottery. This guy's fired more pottery than probably anybody in the United States. And shout out to Andy here for saying, hey,
You don't look like a happy man, that's for sure.
It will be. We'll see what happens. And because when you're digging here, our soil out here in these washes holds quite a bit of moisture. We're going to try to burn a little bit of that moisture out, right?
Yeah, we will cook it dry with what they call primary fire. So there's two stages here. The primary fire, that's not really firing, but it's drying out your hole. It's warming up your pots. Then we'll load the pots in. We'll put the wood over it. That's your secondary fire. That's where you're actually turning mud into ceramics. And then by that time, it's already dry because that primary fire, everything's dry. You have less explosions. And then, of course, we'll smother it.
Just doing it right on the wash.
Won't be so little anymore.
Kind of weird. Anyways, good morning to you. Mm-hmm.
You know, Anasazi style stuff would probably be what they're looking for. I don't make so much of that myself. In the days when, you know, the ancient people were making this kind of pottery, they broke pottery all the time because they lived with earthenware. So because it's more fragile than like the plates we use in our kitchen today, broken pottery was everywhere. You know, you go to those ruins, you'll see the pottery all over the grounds because they were constantly breaking and replacing stuff. So most people that do replicas today, they make these just for covering the pots. You know, they just roll out a slab of clay and kind of curve it. But in those days, they go out to the garbage heap and they have all the broken pots they needed. And so when we put the pots in, we'll kind of cover them up with these. But also, at this stage when we're drying them out, we will set them on those shirts. That way, they're not wicking up moisture out of the soil. Smart.
And a prize-winning piece of art. I love this one. Nothing ancient about that.
So this was probably an everyday occurrence for them people 1,000 years ago.
I got a piece right there that didn't burn all the way, so I'm going to kind of move it to the side. I don't want that. That rock is wet. I was using it to prop up one of the pots while I was drying it, but it didn't get properly heated itself.
How's your day going today? You doing anything today?
What's fire cloud?
Fire clouds is where you've got some fuel right up against your pot, and so you've got kind of a gray or black spot from that fuel. So it's carbon in the clay, really. But a lot of times when you have painted pottery, you want it to come out as clean as possible. You don't want a ton of that on it. Whoa!
With less burning.
I watched that guy make pottery, the guy with all he's got is a pair of shorts on. He's a young kid. He does it a lot different. He actually bills a can for a wedding present. A family friend had a custom pottery gallery,
15 is right in
all
there.
kinds
Right
of
in there,
stuff from
800
him.
degrees.
Oh,
Oh, there it is, right there. 750. Yeah, we're right where we need to be. Perfect. You just, the main thing is you don't, you want to make sure everything's done burning. Nothing's putting off any smoke or flame. It's all white coals. Because if you do have that, then you're trapping that carbon from that smoke inside there with the pottery, and it's going to turn gray. You're better off to wait longer than to rush it. Because if you do, you'll be sorry later.
All right, Andy, tell them what you're doing.
All right. Well, we think hopefully this has cooled down. We can get the pots out. It's still pretty dang hot in there, I can tell you that for sure. Probably still just about cook a steak on this. Cover shirred. Ooh, that mug's looking good. Your bowl. Your mug. Look at that. Huh? There's your little change keeper. Your shot glass. There's something else. Where's that? Oh, there it is.
We'll see if it made it. It made it. How about
Everything looks
that?
good.
And you said they're still
They're very hot. They're very hot. Very, very hot. The black on the outside of the mug looks real good, but the black on the bowl doesn't, not so obvious. So a lot of times when you first get it out, it'll have a lot of ash on it. So once you clean that ash off, it'll be blacker. You see how that's starting to melt right away?
Yeah, so this is beeswax, so we can waterproof the inside
We'll seal it
or
because this is
seal the mug,
earthenware.
I guess.
It's earthenware, so it's naturally porous. And so, you put a drink in it, it's gonna some of it's gonna try to seep through it. So if you seal it with beeswax, there's other ways to do it. Then it'll be more solid.
Merry Christmas, Mom. This
Thank
is our
you.
mystery gift Dad and I both made.
Together?
We're kind of together.
Okay, very nice. What is this one?
An espresso double shot glass.
And it measures exactly?
Exactly for your coffee.
Okay, I like it. We'll have to use that later.
maybe not Mormons. Grain and groceries.
Not sure what this one is. Nathan? Noah? Okay.
That can be for jewelry too. Could be either way. Could be anything.
Okay. I like that. Nice. Different. Okay. Oh my. Oh, I love this, you guys.
You remember when we were on our trip and that symbol was enjoy the journey?
I love it.
That came out really nice, huh?
Really love this, honey. I love the symbol.
I mean, it's a really cool symbol. I think maybe we need a whole set of them.
I agree. Thank
Maybe,
you.
maybe you'll enjoy your cereal more.
I love cereal. Is there more?
There is. All right, the grand finale.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one, you remember whenever we went up and we were digging the pottery, right? I said, hey, little project. But it was actually a gift for you, and what I was trying to do was recreate a little bit of the Mesa Verde flag on Hawaii. A little bit of a challenge for me, but I know you love coffee, so hope you like this.
Kind of nice backyard. Got a wall around you.
That's okay. It had a short journey.
What happened?
No worries. That's okay. It had.
What the hell she do that for?
That's okay. It had a short journey. No worries. I can make more. This is the one. I'm glad that you didn't break. This took forever. So go ahead and open it. Let's see if you like this. Just let's keep it over here. Isn't that awesome?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it wasn't just me. I had some help. Our buddy Andy came in and helped me fire it, and I don't know. It reminds me of the ones that we saw when we was at Edge of the Cedars. So
Edge of the Cedars up near Blandon, a place I wanted to go and explore.
Probably the first mistake I made today. Oh, they're shooting at me. I tore myself a new butthole earlier. Literally.
All right, everybody, I'm going to try to make some shit.
I like how you built up to you got some steam before you start talking. All right, everybody. Oh, no, my stomach is hurting for some reason. Hey, if you love this video and you want to see more ancient pottery,
What a nice house, huh?
artifacts, check out this video.
All righty. We gonna hold the door open? What are we doing here?
Hannah to go. Unmatched care and convenience. Hello, beautiful.
Oh, hey there.
I'm in the mood for something sci-fi. What should I watch?
I can help you with that.
Nothing with sappy love stories. And a bit of dark humor.
I'd recommend follow.
All right. What else we got? Oh yeah. We were talking about this with Rhonda the other night. They keep changing my picture. How about some donkey time out in the desert? No. Nope. You're the only one today.
Formerly
And I don't understand what the fuck you did, man. He just changed the name of his room. Like, how ridiculous. It's called Desert Water Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. It used to be. I don't know why you would do that. I got rain on the fucking way, man. What a bummer. What a bummer. So I got an ice storm coming. Why would you do this? But whatever.
Abandoned and forgotten footage. You can probably see why I changed my name. It's easier to find me. This is Central Nevada Desert, Oasis Sweetwater Spring. My hook cam. And I have some excellent shots of these donkeys coming in and drinking. My friends and I fix these springs for horses and donkeys in the desert. And they are particularly hard on them.
How many people?
Whenever we have one
Number behind their name
like to set up
stay.
my cameras and see what comes in.
I don't think there's many people that know how to get rid of it.
In the power lines over there. And I got it back, but I had set up my cameras here at Oasis
I didn't know
Spring.
that.
I got these donkeys come in. I found it most interesting and just let you watch the donkeys. They're a wary animal.
Donkey don't like drinking the water? What's the problem there? A lot of chemtrails.
Spring probably pumps 200 or 300 gallons an hour. It's all
Wow.
the way over on the other side of the road. And it spills over to here. A lot of times we'll have to clean the culverts under the road to get it to keep moving right. Moving right now, though. I like the muzzle on that gray donkey over there. And this one's a
Yeah, I guess. Maybe they don't know how to do it, Leslie. That's what I was saying. Maybe these people don't know how to change it.
Beautiful.
Maybe you should do a tutorial
December
video.
evening.
That's an
Just before
idea.
sunset. And it gets cold in the high desert. Been dipping down in the low 30s at night here.
That might be an idea.
So look at the fur on that donkey. Back to the legs. Pretty thick stuff. I still wouldn't want to stay out there.
They did something. They did something this morning. I can't remember what it was. Something brand new. Do a video on it, how to change it.
They're a beautiful creature, don't you think?
I don't know how.
I like the shot that I get from the hoof cam. Such a nice detail. These guys really only came in for about 20 minutes and then left. See that water running there? Running good, huh? And it's been coming out of the ground here for a long time.
Man, chemtrail.
I really like the reflection here.
Mm-hmm. Pretty picture.
Makes for a nice pic. Sunset. Remarkable. Really, it's remarkable. So come to say goodbye, huh? You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you for watching Desert Water. Remember, let's be good to one another, huh? I like the way that the drops of water play with the music. So thanks for watching, and watch to the end. You'll be stoked. I'll see the preview next week.
Chase another life by train. Travel with a rail pass and remember this winter forever.
Step into a new 2026 Sportage and set out on your next adventure from Charlie's Kia. Wherever the road takes you.
Look at the way slow. Cold morning, 9 degrees. Mine's saying 13, the computer's saying 9. It's gonna warm up. And I have an ice storm. I'm surprised there ain't no trees growing around here. Usually when you get a good water cycle, cottonwoods will move in. Okie dokie.
Remember, let's be good to one another, huh?
Oh, dude, you can't keep doing this, man. People are gonna click off your fucking channel before you realize it. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. All right. Yeah, but it's still a class 3. And some will say, well, you're so negative. You're so negative. No, it's still a fucking class 3. So that the fucking they won't get out of the goddamn business. That's a part, and it's fucked up. And don't think if you get caught smoking in a federal land, federal Forest Service, BLM land, don't think you ain't getting prosecuted. Yeah, fuck the research. You got 33 states. I didn't get it anyway. You got 33 states that fucking legalized pot, and these cocksucker. And that cocksucker said he was going to get it off a class 1 drug. Well, he held his promise. Fuck you, Trump. You shouldn't be in the business anyways. Whoever set that class up should have been arrested and fucking hung. When they do that 50 years ago, yeah, that ain't really helping a whole lot, I don't think. That's just my own opinion. I think it needs to be off the fucking, out of the federal government's hand. I have to go look it up, but I think class 3 is like Tylenol. I'm going to look that up real quick. I just hate the motherfucker because he lied. Schedule 3 substance or chemicals are defined as drugs with a moderate to low potential for physical or physiological dependency. Schedule 3 drug abuse potential is less than Schedule 1, blah, blah, blah. Just more fucking bullshit. Let's see. For example, Schedule 3 drugs are products containing less than 30 milligrams of codeine per dose. How can you whatever. Ketamine, anabolic steroids, and testosterone. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Can't be out there to see her. I wish she had been able to walk to the grave. Well, we hope you for a good day. All the yelling about, just the class 3 drug bullshit. How are you? Yeah, he's doing something all right. After what you guys told me the other night about Michigan, Lake Michigan. No. I want a lot more. I expect a lot more. That's all I'm saying. I expect a whole lot fucking more during this Jew loving niggas first time. Never mind the second time. I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. You know, Josh, if I tell you I'm building a new fucking home, I'm going to build you a new home and I never get it done. Fuck me. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a good point right there. I'm picking the best pedo. Anyways, let's get out of that. Let's go to Iran. Iran. The Jew loving niggas in DC don't like Iran. Let's go to Iran.
Got to Spectrum. I was so relieved. I was getting.
Yeah, of course it is.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much
The bird has two wings, left wing, right wing, and the bird is devouring us. It don't matter who the frick you vote for. So I haven't voted. So I don't deal with church bullshit. You fucked it up. All right, this is the first time I ever seen raw metal being sculpted by these people. Usually it's copper. What do you say we give it a chance? Good morning to you, Josh. Top of the morning to you. We had a weird deal last night with the stove. That's not uncommon. The craftsman, man. Oh. So we're going to bury the horse today. Ding, ding. Railroad track. Nice anvil. You see the weather? ice storm. They took snow right out of the forecast. Now it's ice. I can't believe he ain't wearing gloves. Anyways, happy, joy. Oh, he's rolling the top of the barrel. You see what this stove is
The magic isn't over yet. Target's clearance event is just getting started with savings of up to 50%. Don't miss out because these deals go fast. Save up to 50% in stores during our clearance event, only at Target.
It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow.
500 heavy duty. With more power.
More brake guns.
More strength.
More letting you down over and over and over. There we go. Says a few clouds. I haven't seen no sign of the sun. Decreasing cloudy. Sunny tomorrow, 30. Chance of wintry mix at 18 degrees. How is that possible? Wintry mix, then rain. Monday. Rain, then chance of rain on Monday night. There goes our snow. Ta-da! Nope. Mm. Almost looks like the old school burn barrels. Oh, it's going to be a cooking barrel? Strange. Spot welding. Yeah. Mm.
Do you know Hobby Lobby has hundreds of incredible products on sale every single week? Just check
Wow.
out our weekly ad to discover.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Wonder if this is like a turkey fryer. Oh, it's for hot water. Making all their tea, maybe. Samovar. Shaped by hand, traditional. Thank you for watching. But you didn't tell us what it was for. Maybe tea or something. Pretty cool. All right.
Hannaford to go. Unmatched care and convenience.
Must have been stainless steel. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. I wrote this mechanic. He says if you got any questions, ask him questions. I'm like, is it possible? Is it possible? This is the way the Toyota runs. You put your heater on in the winter and the fucking engine fan comes on. I'm still not convinced. I don't think it's right.
Stop asking questions and challenging my authority. I'm gonna rip you out of the car and take you to jail.
Hey, listen to me very carefully. If you don't stop, I'm gonna rip you out of the car. And you're gonna go to jail.
Let's take a look at this seemingly harmless traffic stop and make some comments along the way.
Hello?
Hi, my window is broken. Sorry.
So I'll give you a ticket for that.
Reason I stopped you.
Because I'm a road pirate, a terrorist, an entrepreneur.
Just comes this, man. We can change up and fix it. By the way, you have a headlight out does not trump constitutionally protected, unalienable rights.
Yeah, you can hop out in a minute here while I'm finished doing my business here. Can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance, please?
Yes, absolutely.
And there you go. There's a justification to make somebody insecure in their person's house's papers and effects. Show me your papers because you got a headlight out. When the guy said, hey, I can jump out of the car and fix that. If the problem truly is that we have a headlight out, let me just go ahead and fix that so I can be safe on the road and on my way. But cops won't have this.
You got an ID on you too, sir, there? Please? No, I don't, actually. You don't have any ID at all? No, I don't have it on. Okay. I have my wallet, sorry. Where are you guys coming from?
Secret one.
Yeah, but we're out in Sandpoint. Your plates are from Sandpoint.
I live here.
Officer, am I lawfully required to answer any of your questions that don't pertain to your corporate traffic stop? Please let me know, yes or no. If the answer is no, I'm not required, then I'd prefer just to follow the guidelines of the traffic stop and be on my way.
I'm from Sandpoint, though.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you're coming from Super One tonight?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and then what's your business here at Liberty?
Here, where?
At the gas station.
Oh.
Why are you asking us so many questions?
I'm asking anything I can. Hey, don't interrupt me.
That's rude, man. Like, you just stopped us for a headlight. Why are you asking us all that?
I'm allowed to answer questions that are pertaining to the traffic stop.
How is what we're doing pertaining to
registration and insurance? I asked where you just came from.
I know. How does that pertain to the headlight?
There's Idaho case law that backs up what I'm saying. So, registration and insurance.
Okay,
Coming from the whorehouse.
let's say he's being honest about that. Let's say there is Idaho case law that allows or sanctions him asking other questions
too late
during
to
the
make
traffic stop.
beans.
Doesn't mean that you're required to answer them. As a matter of fact, what you should do is invoke your Fifth Amendment right to be silent and to not incriminate yourself. But even if there was case law, there's the supreme law of the land called the Constitution. So what the cops should be doing is going, hey, I'm just here to secure your rights. I just pulled you over because you got a headlight out, and I don't want you to be unsafe, and I don't want other people to think you're a motorcycle and misjudge things in the dark, and there be some kind of accident. So could you please fix that? Have a good day. That's all
I agree.
they should be doing.
My baby is 6 weeks old.
Okay.
It's cold.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm here to make money.
Listen to me very carefully. If you don't stop, I'm going to rip you out of the car.
In front of baby.
For what? You're obstructing my investigation at this point. I'm trying to gather the vehicle documents. I'm asking you questions that pertain to the traffic stop. He's reaching all over. So
You asked where we're coming from when you stopped us for a headlight.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Registration not.
I can't reach for anything, but you're gonna have to grab it. This guy thinks he's reaching.
You're making this way worse than it is.
Oh, well.
The victimizer, the abuser who pulled these people over who were doing nothing wrong, the officer who's harassing, saying that the people that he's victimizing are making it worse than it has to be, or worse than it already is.
Okay, you're not wearing a seatbelt, number one. That's why I asked for your name. You're not wearing a seatbelt. The car's running.
Is this?
I'm not going to argue with you.
What a fucking dick. I can't watch no more of this. This is your new communist takeover. Oh, my. At least it ain't crawling in your bed. How's that? Try to keep it positive. All right. Ain't biting your feet, your toes. I really don't have much else, and good to go. Good. Good. I watched that earlier. I didn't think you'd be interested in that. Schumacher's 7-time world champion ended up retiring. So he goes skiing in the French Alps. He has this terrible fall. He's been in a coma for 7 years in the house. I can't wait till these. You do? Well, you should have spoke up earlier. I'm moving on to other things because we went from 3 down to 1. So I thought, well, that's turning them. And I really don't want to listen to a filthy pig harass people like this for a headlight. You pull me over for a headlight, tell me to get the fucking headlight fixed, and move on. And no need for all this fucking communist bullshit. But this is what the so-called people who swear to uphold the Constitution, your lawmakers, allow these pigs to do. If you've seen it, I don't know what you're talking about. Last time I got pulled over was for a taillight. It was in Chicago. I'm going to tell you the story again. So I got lost going up to the Bitterroot. We pulled off the highway, got gas, and McDonald's was open. I was on my way to McDonald's. The blue lights came on. The pig came up to the car and says, "Hi, sir, just letting you know you got a right tail light out." I was silent for about 3 seconds. Then I started F-bombing. The guy jumped back, put his hand on the gun, thought I was going insane, and he politely asked me, "What's the matter?" And I tell him, "This car's only 20 years old and I got to replace a fucking taillight. I'm going to call Toyota and complain about this." Ha 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 ha. It was good laughter. The guy liked it. I pulled into the parking lot and showed him I was going to change a headlight right there because I don't want no more trouble from the pigs. And we had a good conversation and he was a good cop. Didn't write me up. Just sat there and shoot the shit with me while I changed the taillight. Well, you can do that with a fucking automobile. These new pieces of shit, good luck. All right. This is illegal alien racing. Unfortunately, they're not running cars yet. He's showing you maintenance. I don't quite know why he's using... It's all nice. Everything was good. But now the pigs nowadays, license registration, you got to light out. They're causing more grief for themselves. They're causing more work for themselves. Yeah, this one ain't going nowhere. It's his new, it's his brand new motor mount that he got for his go-kart. And you can change the chain tension in real easy. But I'm really not into this. I'm into watching you race. This is how you learn. Yeah. Where you coming from? What fucking business is that yours? I just got a blowjob from Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. We were down the road a ways. All right. We don't need to see this. But you can learn something from it, for sure. Everything got to be spotless. They go pretty fast. This is not a shifter go-kart. He has driven shifter go-karts. Boy, they fly. All righty. Well, I'm running out of shit, and we got another 10 minutes. We'll watch one of his races. Kind of weird day again, Leslie.
So stop by.
Weird.
You know you could be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy.
Watching mechanics find out other work on bikes, etc. Yeah. They're down in Texas, I think.
To illegal alien racing. The following are crashes or spins I or people I've raced with have been a part of. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think.
What was that fucking asshole doing? Oh! Look at that chemtrail sky. Damn, flip the other guy upside down. Watch this. Boom! Right over. Motocross. Spoke check. Yeah, Portland International Raceway. Well, that's fun. And this sort of stays right. I miss flying my kite down in Rhode Island. Can't really fly it up here. Big parafoil kite. You pull down the mountain board. Or a snowboard.
Right behind you. Don't hit the brakes there. Just let off the gas. Whoa, he's dead. Is that Scott? I don't know. Oh, God, he's going the wrong way. You see that? Yeah. Let me get you.
Some of these cars, like I think this one is the ones they offer the public. There's two here. There's ones they offer the public, and then there's their personal race cars. Acre Road Cross by Caney, Oregon. Nice. Ooh, damn. Yeah, these are the personal ones. You notice they don't have no skirting around the wheels.
For repair training you can count on. Just say, I count.
I'm not sure if they wet the track down in that one spot just for more excitement.
Living with chronic migraine?
No, I'm not. So fuck off. Just let me skip the goddamn mental fuck ad. How's that? How we doing for heat? See, I wonder why that corner's wet. Damn.
I could have given a little room there. Sorry about that.
They got a couple tracks they go to, nice tracks. These are racing go-karts. Ooh, man, where'd you come out of? Wow. Look at that, dude. You were on top of things. Did it rain last night? I got a fucking ice storm coming. I'm so bummed. Still not put up.
Guy's gonna hit me. You can feel it. Trust him.
All righty. Well, it's just you and I, Leslie. It's good seeing Josh. I don't know where the other folks are. Maybe everyone's busy having a good time. I'm going to say sayonara. I don't see no point to keep going on. We did our, well, I already did a half hour. I did a half hour about for Stardust. I was kind of, it's a mess. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't have much else to play anyway. I think we're going to shut down. What do you think? We made a good effort, but the dogs are dry. Good. These fucking stoves doing the same goddamn thing again as it did last night. The stove's burning like a Roman candle, man. But we're not getting no heat out of it. I don't understand this. Bad coal, I guess. 69 in there. I got 67. Kind of chilly for me. Oh, well. Yeah, figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. Too late to make chili. I have to do something. Oh, it says 2 now. Well, we can keep going. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? You want to say so long, or you want to keep going? You're in charge. We got 2.5 hours already on here. Ain't up to me. NFL game. Argument turns deadly as Florida man kills wife and shoots stepdaughter. Then himself. What? Yeah, fuck that mind control bullshit. Not for me.
At Paul Blue and Mazda, we have over 110 new Mazdas.
I think you're going to be choking on them 110 cars for a very, very long time.
It's hugely sad when it's around Christmas. And what I'm about to describe to you is even 10 times that worse. And it started last night in Highland City. Jason Kinney, who's 47, is married to Crystal Kinney. And Jason's been drinking during the evening. And he's watching his football team, the 49ers.
Oh,
play
Jesus
football.
Christ.
Well, they're having a good night. They're winning. They won big. Sometime toward the end of the game, at around 11 o'clock, an argument began when Crystal suggested they watch something else on television. And the argument got really heated. Crystal told her 12-year-old son to go call 911. So the 12-year-old flees to the neighbor's house in order to dial 911. And as he's leaving the house, he hears a gunshot.
Damn.
Deputies arrive in less than 5 minutes of the call for service. And when we enter the house, we see that Crystal Kinney, the wife of Jason, is shot in the head and dead. But it gets worse. We go into the bedroom and we see a 13-year-old child, a little girl. She shot twice. She shot in the shoulder and she shot in the face. We later learned the bullet in the face hit her on the bridge of the nose, went straight up and out the top of her head.
Damn.
She is alive in critical condition, but stable at Lakeland Regional Health, and is alert and talking. That's a Christmas miracle. Jason shot her twice and intended to kill her. He didn't, however, shoot his biological child, thank God, who was 1 year old and in a crib. He shot his stepdaughter. He didn't get a chance to shoot his stepson, who had run to dial 911. Jason then jumps into his vehicle and flees the scene just prior to deputies arriving. He is going toward Lake Wells. He calls his sister in upstate New York, and he says, I've done something very, very bad. Very bad. I did something terrible. And this is the last time you'll ever talk to me. You'll see me on the news. but I am not going to jail. I'm not going to jail for the rest of my life. So he goes to his father's house, which apparently is currently in probate. His father's deceased. And there's a friend staying there. When he gets to the house, he immediately goes into a shed. Deputies now are tracking Jason. We set up a perimeter and start hailing for Jason to come out of the shed, which is adjacent to the home. And the deputies hear a single gunshot. When we make entrance into the shed, we find that Jason has shot himself in the forehead, and he too is deceased. I want you to think about this a minute. As the investigations unfolded during the night, and we're still in the preliminary stages, and as I always say when we talk soon, whatever we give you today is subject to modification. We found a note that at some time in the past Crystal wrote, and it was open, where she told Jason, you know, you're drinking, you're using cocaine again, this is not the way the family should be, you need God. Crystal, by the way, goes to church every Sunday. We don't know when she wrote the note. It's not dated, there's no time, there's no indication, but it was open. So did she write it, as they argued earlier in the evening, or had it been some period of time? We can't determine that. We also were able to talk to the 12-year-old, our Christmas miracle. She said, I begged him, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, and he shot me anyway. This is things that are never supposed to happen. And certainly we are all very, very happy that our little 13-year-old girl is, from every indication, going to survive and thrive. But the investigation is still underway. But this is a family disturbance that apparently had gone on for some time. We talked to another family member, and that family member said, oh, he's been beating on her for a while. So we've checked our records to see if we received any calls at the residence, and we have not. He has never been arrested for domestic violence. But the bottom line is, 3 days before Christmas, he shot and killed his wife. He shot his 13-year-old stepdaughter twice and intended to kill her. Called his sister.
Yeah, we already heard this. So, were there any subliminal messages being transmitted by the National Fag League? All right.
Where do you think money comes from?
Can we go now? Can we go now? It's up to you. Well, I think we're going to go now. Room's been wicked constipated. Needs some Geritol for tomorrow. Sunday church day tomorrow. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your thumbs up. And we'll see you later. Alligator.